us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. Oke and Princess Elesa Vanche from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
The same allegation of corruption, there are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
This is, to me, you know exactly what happened up Capitol. You have the evidence to prove what happened up Capitol beyond all reasonable doubt. So we do not have to keep running in circles. Investigation is now a single day. The government of Liberia is an interest. It's a party in this case.
Despite of the many challenges in Liberia, poor education, joblessness, and underdevelopment, the question are, how will Liberians be reconciled with self-division, divisive, and destructive politics?
Let me address this private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Dera, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weah, I want to publicly apologize to President Weah. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Boakai, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. Oke and Princess Elesa Vanche from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
Guess what? Then people come and play. How we they eat here with me then? Just start our man and they get it right. What's more like edition and tagging from Freepo? What's that to you? And it's on us. We didn't buy it. Yes, yeah. We more than never. We're running down.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you. Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero. from your experience, but why you for us? So why the rest now stable? No job, no food, no food on the table. No just for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest assure your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping money, breaking property on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. It's a rescue, the people say not like you. You say you are coming to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made on your rescue. We not seeing changes. You made your whole country divided into two. CDC and unity, they can't come through. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now when they top of the Nigerian people suffering, you downsizing, you wish haunting. Now when they top of the Nigerian people suffering, tell me who you rather you know, you know your rescue team. I still know it's a rescue. I just wanna one plus. Not just a political. Once you not get no money, rest assured of getting more. No opportunity for them. You say you help people, you break your property on them. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people I hate to say you don't know. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that will you be the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you be the rescue. Yes, it's a rescue. People say I like you. You say you are coming to change things, but we not seeing changes. Promises you made on your rescue day. We not seeing changes. You made it over country into CDC and unity, they can't come through. You downsizing, you wish haunting. Now when they top of the Nigerian people suffering, you downsizing, you wish haunting. Now when they top of the Nigerian people suffering, tell me who you rather give the now. You know your rescue team. I said, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question, that will you give the rescue? You not give the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people they're not like you.
Okay, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9, the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Khan Oliver Khan. I'm here today on a loan presentation. Princess Alexa Vanja Colley is pretty seated somewhere. Unfortunately, she's not going to be on the platform today. Serrata County will be witnessing the homecoming of the youth. That's how the UP will be going back to a headquarters they could not pay for in opposition. We are told they now bought it, and they're going to be doing their homecoming. Hussein Kewu and the rest of the folks are in studio to tell us more about what Liberians expect, on Saturday. So Fasu Kroma is here, Hassan Kewu is here, Hussein S. Kewu. So we got Hassan Kewu and Hussein Kewu. Wow, so the United Party people are Kewu people. Okay, so Hassan Kewu, Hussein Kewu, and Fasu Kroma, the three of them are in studio, and they will be telling us more about their program. They're going to tell us more about what to expect. What is it from their government? We will quiz them about some of the messages that brought them to power. What is happening today? What progress do we have? What is the situation in this country? Freedom Radio Liberia is affording every political institution the opportunity, to come and make their case. Let them tell us what is going on. Why should Liberians turn out? Why should their partisans go on the 6th to their newly acquired property in Congo Town? All of these plus many other conversations will form the basis of today's presentation here on 87.9. We take a break. When we come back from our break, we bring you our sponsor, Crime Stoppers Liberia, after which we will go to Studio B and join our guests. But before then, keep playing star 25551 Hatch, the cash giveaway on Lone Star MTN mobile money. The more you play, the better chances you have. On today, we'll be giving 5,000. There will be 10,000 winning prizes as well. And so it put us on how well you play on the People Station. So keep dialing star 255 star 1 hash. All through the interview, you can keep playing. By the
It's about music. There are crimes to make. Keeping us safe, let's stop in crimes for all of our Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior. Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop in crimes for all of our.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to
okay, all right. So Crime Stoppers Liberia, from the city to the interior. The rule remains the same. A suspected criminal is not a criminal until he's proven guilty in a court of competent jurisdiction. You stop beating people when you say the steal. Sometimes the person you identity, stop it. Yeah, sometimes people go visit a girlfriend in one community, nobody knowing there. Because somebody stole from you, and the man standing in the darkness under the plum tree, you mistake him for the criminal, you beat him, you kill him, you kill the wrong person. And so that's why it is. So Crime Stoppers Liberia is anti-mob violence institution. So like I said, we have in studio Fasu Kroman. Fasu Kroman is from the Unity Party Intellectual Bureau. He's been accompanied by Hassan S. Kiawu, and Hussein S. Kiawu. The both of them, are you guys related?
Of course, we are.
Twin?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm also, wow. So the both of you are twin, and you support the Unity Party. Fasu, how you doing? Okay. Yes. So just hold on. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Try it. It's okay. Good afternoon. Mm-hmm. Good afternoon, Fasu.
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
I think it's a pleasure making my debut in your Kuze studio.
Okay, Kuze studio.
Yeah.
So the country, Liberia, is now in charge of the Unity Party. It's good that we have you guys from the Unity Party Intellectual Bureau. What is it? The people are complaining. The last time I heard Senator Darius DeLong in the Senate chamber, and the guys, okay, keep your phone silent. The last time Senator Darius DeLong was in the chamber of the Senate, and he was like, the people said we mean. Why are your government officials this mean? Why are they mean? I mean, let's start the conversation from there. You want to put your phone silent, please?
Yes, so I can pick up?
Any of you?
Firstly, legislator, we hail from the Unity Party Intellectual Bureau. It's a robust civil rights think tank that speaks truth to power.
Political think tank, because you're defending the party.
We are a civil rights think tank.
Okay.
That's part we wholeheartedly, unwavering, support the Unity Party popular agenda, the RS agenda. But we also criticize when necessary.
Oh,
we have been very robust.
You criticize
articulate.
You criticize your own government when necessary.
Criticize when necessary.
You want to reference some of the instances where you criticize your government?
We criticize some official over time, even on some of your sister radio station. For some
officials, some because
there are some official over time, even on some of your sister radio stations.
What are the occasions you've been doing? I mean, it's easier to say we've been criticizing.
We criticize some. At which time
you want to mention
their action by then contravene acceptable or public service standard.
Okay, you any of you want to mention any of the instances where your think tank, the United Party Intellectual Bureau, was on record for criticizing any policy that you thought was counterproductive to the IRS agenda? You want to mention?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Let me firstly appreciate you for such a unique opportunities. This is the first debut on Freedom Radio, and we are honored. We want to say thanks for the invite.
Okay.
And we want to reach the many listeners that following Freedom this award a warm and a pleasant afternoon. Yeah, to the issues or the questions asked, and the chairman responded.
So as a chairman, what are you guys on record for criticizing anything wrong in the government? And you said yes, but you did not mention. So I'm asking you.
Okay, so
you want to mention some instances?
Yeah, some of the instances. Like example.
Okay.
A few days, when you check my Facebook page, I posted on my page the issue of the MD of APRC.
APRC MD. What did he do? Amos Toyer.
Yes. So, excuse me. A few days ago, there are some issues that are raised with APRC, and in fact, the host even somebody to give account on some, funding I received from the bank. He constructed a new tank unit in APRC, and some of the money was not, it didn't pass through the PCC and
the PPCC. I mean, he didn't go through the actual public procurement process. Okay.
And
you thought that was wrong?
That was wrong.
Okay.
We spoke against it when we checked our page. Wrote against the MD. We said his proceeding was wrong.
Okay.
And a lot of occasions we have even disagreed with public officials on policy issues.
On policy issues. We'll go to some other issues. Mind you, we have the whole time, the whole show today is for you. Except you tire, you want to go home. That's your business. You want to add to your brother. Are there instances? Just be careful with the chair before they say, "Oh, the manager or dying." Yeah. You want to add to your brother. Is this group on record for disagreeing? He talked about the Amos Toyer situation. Are there other instances where you openly disagree with government policies that you believe are counterproductive to the IRS agenda?
Yes, so thank you, Kai. And let me say the pleasant good afternoon to your followers. In fact, I'm not a stranger to the radio. Of course, I haven't been there, but I've been an ardent follower of Freedom FM. So I want to appreciate you for the invite.
That's right.
And we came for a purpose, right?
We'll go there.
I thought we'll go directly into
I'm the captain. We'll go there. We'll go to the purpose. The purpose of your visit is to tell the people about the homecoming program and so forth. But you are in government. You are the intellectual bureau of the party. You should be able to respond to some of the critical issues happening to the government.
Oh yes, we will.
And that's how we talk to drive.
We are not shying away from giving you some of those challenges, right? And we always say on this platform.
So you talk about MD Toyer, not following the procurement process. He expressed it. You want to add on to one of the issues, then we can move to other conversations.
So he has his own right out, and I'm not in the note of it, so I'm not going to speak to that.
Institutionally, as a policy bureau, have you guys been able to disagree on issues?
He has individual decisions.
So that's right.
That was his individual decision, not from the intellectual bureau.
Okay.
Right.
So from the bureau's angle, have you guys been able to? For example, I take it back. There was a time where we had the Veterans Bureau of Dole Community that supported the George Rias administration. There were instances where the NTO managing director by then, Habib McCauley, will get involved with too many, corrupt issues and stuff. That they have press conferences dealing with Habib McCauley as an institution. Is there a record to show that your own bureau, the United Party Intellectual Bureau, will criticize some of the things that you believe in good in this government. He talk about MD. What about you from your angle?
So Kanye, is that we are an institution, right?
Mhm.
So we sometimes meet officials of government
Okay.
where there are issues
Behind
discussed
the scene,
right?
okay, all right.
And we have then had a public press conference, critiquing our leaders in the party or the government.
Why are you afraid?
No, we are not afraid. We are a responsible body. This is why we engage them in-house,
Okay.
right?
Mhm.
And then after that, it can be workable. Then we come to the public. So for now, we haven't had a public press conference
Because you always get your solutions from behind the scene.
of course.
Now let's look at the drug, the war on drug. You came to power as a result of a particular campaign slogan. Joshua was bringing Kush to the country. The Kush killing us. Buka Denso, you gotta go. Kush, we tired with the Kush. Buka Denso, you sang that song. Thankfully, you came to power. The president has been able to change two sets of leaders, at the level of the LDEA. The first two fought amongst themselves. There were allegations. One said the other one is doing business with a drug importer. The other one said this. And the country now is engulfed with serious drug. I mean, the proliferation of drug is something that everybody can see. The death toll continuing to rise. Post-war Liberia is the first time we see drug killing a lot of people. What is happening from your government angle? Have you guys felt on the fight against drug? What is it? Any of you?
I think the President Bouaka is somebody who talk the talk and walk the walk.
Mm-hmm. But drug singer,
Yeah, he have been very, very much
active in the
when
fight
it
against
comes
drug.
to implementing his policy.
That's right.
During the campaign,
Mhm.
he on many of the campaign trail, he make a vow that when he ascend to the presidency,
Mhm.
he will, or his government
Mhm.
will robustly
Fight against drugs.
tackle drugs hands on. And true to the words, we are seeing the drug cartel being chased out of various communities across Liberia.
When you guys were campaigning, you didn't make it appear like the issue of drug was something difficult to fight. You made it appear that it was very simple.
No, but drugs.
Why are you guys taking time
No,
to
but
flush push out of Liberia?
Firstly,
Uh-huh.
Liberia is not we have a lot of professional investigators,
Mhm.
trained securities
Mhm.
that understands how to tackle this thing called drugs. So what did the president do?
Mhm.
After the many in-hall fights that took place at the LDA,
Okay.
the president being a president who stick to a policy, because mind you, he rose to the presidency on the back of the fight against drugs.
Mhm.
So true to the world. So
One of the reasons why he got elected because he assured the Liberian people
very good.
that drug would be history if he's given the
And
chance.
the government is being venerated. The government is being applauded by cross section of Liberians.
Fasil, just to add up, just to add up to what Fasil said, right?
Yeah, Hussein.
So can you are a living witness of the many initiatives by the government. First of a kind, that the LDA received 15 pickup truck, right, from the national government.
Okay.
Right? More to that, the president had dismissed 2 DA heads. You must have the political will, right? So the president had
because it was glaring. They were openly accusing each other of conniving with drug law. So,
yeah, but this is why the president
any president would have taken such a decision.
No, not any president. Not any president. You know what it takes to have the political way to take such decision, guy? You know what it takes?
But two of your commanders say one person can be stealing drugs and reselling them. I mean, you expect the president to allow them to remain?
And those were confidants, right? Those are confidants of the president. And he's talking about the job to tell you that the president is willing to fight drugs.
Beyond that, we still find drugs permeating the corridors of our country.
But
The young people are still dying. The new wave of drug in town is the one that keep having the soles on their feet. This is unusual. We didn't see that under Ellen. We didn't see that under George Weah. Why is it happening under a regime that promised that it wouldn't have happened?
So the fight against drugs is not something easy, right? It's not something easy.
Is it not something easy today?
No,
because you said that
you
didn't make it appear like it was that difficult under the Weah's administration. I mean, you made it appear like it was easy and the administration didn't want to do it.
That's how you made it appear. Why are you admitting today that is help your brother?
Okay, thank you. Excuse me. So the president have made a significant strap in the fight against drugs in our country.
We're still waiting.
So let me give you some reference.
He talked about 15 pickups.
I live in Caldwell.
Okay.
The DAI sub office in Caldwell. So when you go to Caldwell, take your survey to Caldwell. Under the We Are led administrations, the issue of was on a high increase.
You're on a high increase, and it has decreased right now.
If do your survey,
The Liberian people are listening. No, the Liberian people are listening. I want to make sure that your lines are confirmed.
I live Caldwell. I live Caldwell.
In Caldwell.
I live in Caldwell.
Okay.
So if you go to Caldwell, in fact, we had new commander in Caldwell. And mind you, he have worked with all of the community leaders to ensure that, because mind you, the president's statement, the president said this, he said it is a holistic work.
Okay.
The communities,
okay,
the student communities, we all need to fight it together. So what some of the implementations, like I said to you, the Just Enforcement Agency at Caldwell Branch chapter, every Saturday, they inspect each communities. Now you have found out that the just issue have dropped massively.
In Caldwell. It's just one community. One community out of the 15 political subdivisions of our country. Why would you want to limit? The fight against drug to Caldwell, when even the very Caldwell you talk about, there are still hideouts where drug issues. It was in the same Caldwell area. Drug users killed a DEA officer, the first of a kind in the history of our country, for drug users to kill DEA officer, the same Caldwell.
Yeah,
and you are telling us that Caldwell drug issue has reduced.
Yeah, so to that, the DEA has taken serious actions against some of these bad guys.
For a community to reach to the point, Mr. Kelvin, for a community to reach to the point where the drug users will be brave enough to kill a DEA officer, it means drug in that area has passed mass, like we say in Liberia. You want to agree to that?
No, what happens, because in fact, some of these individuals involved, let me be very clear, because you said the public is listening to us. We're on record.
You're on record. That's why I want you to be honest.
And some of these individuals involved with this, with the just issues, the killing of the DA officials. These are individuals for the past year, because I've been covered for the past 9 years now. So, and we live, we move around, we see some of these things happening.
Okay.
When our incident occurred, we went there. We did our own survey, our own investigations.
And what did you uncover?
And some of the guys, can you imagine the past regime?
Oh, the past regime sent them to kill the DEA officer?
The past regime went there, and the leaders of the past regime, like Koji and the like. Some of these guys were involved. You make them.
Hold on. Come here.
You gave them the authorities. You give them authority. Like you said, Hassan Kiawu, since you're one of the criminal men in Kawe, we make you the DO, make you the CEO for so black.
Okay.
So they give them the authority that they just do things loosely.
Okay, so the past government told the people in Kawe to kill the DEA officer.
No, that's what we are saying here.
What are you saying?
But what we are saying here, the past government was not, fighting against the bad governance or the issue of jobs.
Oh no.
But there are no fighting effort of them made. So this government,
the past government didn't do well in fighting drugs, but under the past administration, we did not see community people killing a DEA officer. The community people killed DEA officer in Kawe. No, it's not a survey. You're the one living there. You want to come in fast?
Let me just come in
quickly. Then we'll go to other topics.
No government in the history of Liberia have made significant strides in the fight against controlled drugs as compared to the Unity Party-led government.
And no government have made
no government. Really? To tell you that the Unity Party-led government is intentional in the fight against drugs. Look at the logistics.
Are you aware?
DEA water have been facing serious.
So the president gave them 15 pickups.
Daunting logistical constraint.
The president gave them 15 pickups.
Daunting logistical constraint.
I agree.
In the previous government. There's the first time in the history of Liberia, under the integrity outcome President Baka, for DEA to be equipped to to be equipped logistical wise.
Okay.
Over 13 vehicles, very quality vehicle that can help to enhance the DEA effort in the fight against
you talk about the
control drugs.
You talk about the vehicles. You talk about the vehicles. The two can talk about the vehicles. But do you also know that under Ellen, under George Weah, and the current administration, President Waka, do you know that the amount of people that have died from drugs in this administration will override the two different administrations?
More people.
This is the first time we see. I'm coming. This is the first time we see 3, 4, 5 drug users dying on the spot. I can play the video if you want me to do so.
But that have been happening. But
have you seen that? Have you seen that? Have you seen that on the?
We are saying a lot on the drugs issue, right?
No. I mean, we move forward.
Let me get.
Have you seen that under the early administration?
They are very happy.
1, 2, 3.
They are very happy. President, look, I will tell you that President Waka is intentional in the fight against drugs. The issue of the highway
to bring the pickup.
Just look at go into various community where you used to have drugs high act.
Okay.
Most of the drug high act are being dismantled.
Okay.
And in fact, most of the area, some of the very few areas that still host ghettos are being visited by DEA regularly. Unlike in the past, from only 2 times in 2 weeks.
So for you,
or sometimes 1 time in a week.
Some of the professionals, let me help you. Some of the professionals that the DEA have been back on is the fact that the past regime under the CDC government, they did something called volunteerism.
Okay.
Right?
Place people on the
you are party members. Like you are a member of the CDC, you go and serve the CDC, you go and serve the DA on voluntary basis. This government, when they took over the leadership,
it's not bad thing for Liberians to volunteer. We still have volunteer teachers.
No, I come in.
No, we got volunteer teachers in the country. We got
volunteer teachers. We are professionals. We ourselves will be into the classroom. We are staying in the classroom. We are professional people. So, are you? What we are saying is this.
What are you saying?
Right? The DA under the past regime, because some of the guys were there. I left Carwell too. We have a detachment at Carwell. You find out that some of the guys will come and say we are from the party headquarters from the U wing. The party saying how to serve here.
Okay.
Hey, you on? I come in. So from that point, you find out that the job increasement were too hard in Carwell.
Okay.
The criminal rate were too hard. But from the exception of this regime,
but all through the time it was high, there was not a situation where a DA officer was killed in the process. You know, you never had the criminals so meaning to the point where they will get brave enough to kill officer.
Maybe a survey. I don't take you to that extent. But for
besides the death happening under this administration, do we have a record of any DA officer being killed by drug users in Carwell?
No, dear brother. Let's look at the safety of our citizens, right? Look at the safety of the citizens.
The safety of the citizens in terms of.
I can just reference you back, right? Under the CDC government, the DA, 10 clerks, later citizens are indoor.
Technical later the citizens are indoor. Do you do?
But now under this leadership,
the Liberian people are listening.
They are listening. I left Carwell and I said, some of our
people can be also in Carwell up to 12 a.m. these days.
In fact, based on the stable electricity, the principal street of Carwell is electrified. Lights. Some of the communities. So if the efficiency of the DA and Liberian National Police under the past regime, the DA were not even having logistics. Now they have pickups, they have backs. The police have pickups, they have back. So they are moving across the communities.
That's right.
So the criminal rate has reduced.
Enough of the drug issue. So I mean, part of the reason why you came to power because your campaign was very strong, propaganda was very effective. One of the propaganda tools that you used was the issue of salary harmonization. You harmonize my salary, harmonize your vote. It has been 2 years. You are putting the budget to 1.2 billion according to what has been proposed at the legislature. The people's salary where you're used to come to power, why you're in putting the salary back to where Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left it? You campaigned that George Weah and his government were wicked for cutting salary. You did not see the austerity measure that they were taking, at the time as something appropriate for the country. You said it was bad, it was diabolical. You made politics out of it. This is the third budget you were submitting. You did a recast budget. You did the 2024 budget. This is the third budget you're submitting to the legislature, and nothing has been done to undo harmonization. Why? Did you use harmonization to get to power and after you forgot about the civil servants? Any of you? Let's pick it up. Harmonization.
Yeah, so let me start and my colleagues will add up. So the issue of harmonization, right? So I think you are a living witness with the strife the Ministry of Finance is taking in regards to tapping up the security sector, tapping up volunteer teachers, right? And other sectors. So if you talk about harmonization,
no, it's not about tapping up. It's about restoring the salary grade to where it was.
It is not automatic.
Right? What do you mean? No. You did not make it appear like it was something difficult. You did not make it appear like it was something financially, tough to do. You said the government had the ability, the government had the resources. They were just being wicked. They were just being mean. You came to power 2 years now. Why can't you roll the whole thing out?
So that's why I say it is a whole process. So you follow the entire judiciary, right? All of the associate judges and justice of the Supreme Court, all of them have gone by the pre-harmonization. Are you aware? They have gone back. So if you say we should do it automatically, this government is a responsible government. This is why they are taking a step at a time.
The responsible government. Go ahead. No, I'll ask you a question with regards to the responsible aspect of your government.
So yeah, let's talk about harmonization, right? Like I said, the justice of the Supreme Court, right? Magistrates, right? That they have gone back to pre-harmonization status. Are you aware of that?
No, you're telling me.
Okay, fine. So, and like I said, it is not automatic. I'm saying not automatic. Pardon me. It is not automatic. It is a whole process. A whole process that the Ministry of Finance is taking as to ensure that gradually, volunteer teachers will be placed on the payroll, volunteers, health workers will be placed on the payroll. So it is a whole process. It is not automatic. As I may say.
Okay. You want to add before we go to fast food, we jump to other topics.
To add up to that, you talk about civil servant because we are in January.
Yeah.
And a few days I listened to the Minister of Finance. And mind you, Deborah in the audience, if you go at the Ministry of Finance, one of the most integrated icons is the Controller General, Edwin Neti. Ministry of Finance is to a level that a serious man of business. If I say serious man of business,
all this serious man of business thing, you campaign against harmonization. Why are you not restoring the thing? We should talk about something that is yet to be independently verified at the court.
Yeah. So go back to civil servant.
What's happening there?
Call a policeman. Ask him.
I should call a police officer.
A police officer. Ask him. Say, what's the issue? What's the improvement since the government have told you?
You have one. I got the police people.
Yeah, some of them. One. Can
any policeman listening right now who will not mention your name? Can you text me and tell me whether you have increment in your salary? Go ahead.
That's one. Two, the issue of the health benefit insurance under the price regime. The police were complaining that there's no health insurance, there's no benefits, direct benefits. Under this government, call any policeman and ask him that insurance is well secured. Two, their salary comes on time. And there are a lot of things they are benefiting from the police now. Even the police, all of the depots, in various areas, they have logistics. In car wells, we 777. We have car, we have motorbikes. That to take nobody will go to the police station and say, my man, we want to go somewhere and say, pay my way. No.
In Liberia right now, nobody can go to the police station and the police man tell you, say, pay my way.
Because the government is sure they are providing logistics.
No, I mean, you are on public radio. You mean if I go to a police station now in this country and say, one lady bang horse on my land or she wasted water on my grandma, she cussing me, I want you to go arrest her. Are you saying the police will not ask you to pay for motorbike for you to go?
No. Because which is very simple.
So you say all I want happening anymore.
What better
is the police have motorbike, what they will use to take you?
They got vehicles.
Jesus.
They got vehicles. It's to say we got some pickups. They got motorbikes. Go to other depots around. Go to service.
People are listening to you, Kel.
Yes. We are on the radio where
that citizens go to police station these days, and the police officers are no longer telling them to from motorway, you pay for the motorway, let's go to your area and go to the arrest.
No,
it is not happening anymore.
It's not happening.
Wow,
it's approving.
Okay, all right. Pasu, you want to add on to it?
On the harmonization.
On the harmonization.
Police.
Yeah, then we can jump somewhere else.
The current Minister of Finance in Veteran Gafan, he's a doyen when it comes to salary.
Stop
No,
pressing Gafan.
I'm not being I'm not pressing him.
But you just called him.
I know.
You expected President Baga to say
I'm not being sycophantic or somebody who believe in my person. No, I'm somebody before I come out to venerate.
So forget all the doyen thing.
I can look at your contribution.
Okay,
the email contribution you're making, and since the ascendancy of the finance minister, in Honorable Gafan, the only thing we are been seeing is a massive improvement when it comes to the economy of the country.
I think I'm getting some text. Go ahead.
When it comes to the economic system of the country. And in fact, he's a first minister in the history to ever serve at the finance ministry.
The harmonization
from Manasseh that introduced the thing called salary increment for ordinary civil servants.
Okay.
All of those that have been serving, he introduced that particular fiscal policy called salary increment for civil servants. And because he's somebody who extracts today master driven policy.
Okay.
He also translated into the regime.
So let's go to harmonization.
Harmonization is a process.
Okay.
Harmonization cannot be undone overnight. It's not a quick fix thing.
No, but you didn't make it appear. You didn't make it appear like that when you were campaigning. Mr. Croman, you did not make it appear like that when you were campaigning. Why are you?
But you expect as soon as the government come to power. Everything should get for in.
No, that's how you made it appear.
I know we didn't make it appear.
No, that's how you made it appear.
We make our case and we told the Liberian people that the people the first citizens that just left from power, they took 6 years to destroy almost every fabric of the government system of the country.
And that's why they elected
you.
you.
So coming to power to face things, to make things to fall into place.
Okay.
It's not a quick face thing, it's a process.
Okay.
And the government is very committed. Look how it made it. Just in the budget year. 28,000 plus civil servant experience pay increment for what they call various sectors.
Okay.
For the security sectors, the health sector, and that of the education sector.
Okay.
So I want you to take your microphone and ask people who are now conveyor or bias.
But the issue of salary has the issue of salary.
Take your microphone to them, ask them, and they will be brought to you that they have received salary increment.
Okay.
I have several of my relatives.
So you are still taking.
You are still
taking.
The only thing they're giving the government is places.
Fasu, you are still taking time to undo the harmonization.
The harmonization is not a place thing.
Okay.
You told the finance minister, the man who was greatly essential for our big developmental panel in the United States of America. The man who denigrated the finance ministry. First finance minister to have ever been essential in the history of Liberia.
Okay.
Honor that man leadership. Or honor his tutelage. Honor his tutelage. Civil servants were being reduced. In fact, many lost their parenting status.
You are still campaigning.
Lost their parenting status at their very home.
That's why you're here. That's why you're here.
Less than 2 years
to undo what he did.
To begin the robust process of undoing harmonization. So the undoing harmonization is the process.
So the issue of harmonizations. The CDC introduced harmonization policy, and the harmonization policy they didn't improve the system at all.
That's why you voted them out.
Yes,
that's why the Liberian civil servants expect you to take their pay back to where Ellen left it, and not to keep putting $1, $2.
We are not saying to you. We are not saying to you. There are strides that have been made by the Ministry of Finance through the leadership of Honorable
How
Kafar.
soon do you think we're going to reach to the point where the salary will go back to where Ellen left it?
Well, the typical example, right?
Mm-hmm.
The budget, since in the history of this country, for the budget to reach $1.2 billion, if you check in the budget, you see some increment, high increment for the Ministry of Health, high increment in education,
High increment for the office of the speaker, high increment for the legislature.
But we are just discuss the executive. Because now,
No, but
we are discussing the issue of
the
finance.
government of Liberia is a government of 3 separate but coordinated branches. So you don't talk one branch, you are talking the other.
Yeah, I think then we have to just stick to the organization policies.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the government has improved on salary increase.
And that's why I asked you, when are we going to reach to the point where the issue of, because there are a lot of people who voted for you because their salaries were cut. That is an undeniable fact. They still anticipate a moment where you will take a salary to where Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left it in 2017. How far are we from that identical moment?
Yeah. So, dear brother, it's a process.
It's a process.
It's a process.
So I mean, so from the policy angle of the Unity Party, you sit in big chat room with them, you interact with them on a daily basis, you read some policy document that we do not have access to. So you're saying there is nothing definite as to when harmonization will finish totally?
No, if you listen to the Minister of Finance, he was very clear on some of the issues of the harmonization policy. And he said this on one of your sister video. He said, we are working tirelessly to see how best we can improve civil servant salaries. And we have made some increment in teacher salaries.
Second to that. Hold on. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf added salaries, added some civil servant salary up. The WIA administration added other people's salary up. Every government will add salary up. The issue of harmonization is not about whether you added 1 or 2 person salary up. It's about you taking the pay grade from where Joshua left it to where Ellen Johnson Sirleaf left it. How soon are we going to that period?
The process has started.
Do we have any? So we don't have a fixed time as to when it's going to be done.
It's a process.
It's a process.
The process has started.
Okay, let's go to other topics. In your presentation, one of you said this is a responsible government, and this is a phrase that a lot of pundits, political critics are concerned about. Why do you keep referring to this administration as being responsible? For example, today I can go to STD, to the Lebanese man, and pay money to register my car. I can still go to Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Transport to register my car. One government, 2 different entities into vehicle registration. Is that a sign of a responsible government?
Okay, so then you respond. Okay,
Any of you can respond.
Yeah, let me
Let
me respond to that. You discussing
why is the responsible government allowing library men, Lebanese men to be giving up papers simultaneously?
Yeah, the laboratory.
One going through LRA, the other one going through the Lebanese men account.
The laboratory traffic management and the Ministry of Transport.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Establishment of law and the Ministry of Transport is responsible for vehicle registration.
That's right.
Licenses and other things.
Everything. Why did you take it and give it to the Lebanese people? Why they are doing it? Then the Trump ministry people still doing it at the same time. But our responsible government is that.
Take it. Then let me retrospect you back to the city government initiating the laboratory traffic management.
They did not implement it. They did not implement it.
Why they implemented? Because there are a lot of
the government that was irresponsible, the quote unquote irresponsible, the CDC irresponsible government did not allow the Lebanese men to be registering cars, and the government of Liberia also registering cars. They said, let it want to hold them small, let keep it, and move along with the only statutory institution responsible, which is the Ministry of Transport. Why you people who are the responsible government kill the power, and Lebanese men give me paper, Sanitara give me paper? Why?
The only how they call it, the institution are responsible for vehicle registrations and licenses.
But people still giving licenses and other documents at the LTM fence when the Trump administration is still doing it. Is it an attitude of a responsible government?
No, brother, that's the fight, right?
You said no.
I said that's the fight.
That's the fight. You want to refute what you just said?
That's the fight.
What is the fight?
The Ministry of Transport. The responsibility to.
That is what we know. That is why everybody knows from high school, from elementary. Why is the responsible government having Trump ministry with the statutory power to be issuing licenses and vehicle documents? At the same time, you have Lebanese people sitting at SKD doing the same thing.
Hey, let me be very clear with you. Beginning next month.
Beginning next month?
Yes.
Why did you even have to allow it happen in the first place?
No,
As a responsible government?
Like you said, there's separation of power. The executive, the legislature.
The executive is responsible to implement.
They are
You have the enforcement authority.
Yes.
The lawmakers went to work and decided to grant LTM a concession.
Of course.
The George Weah administration, with George Weah being the principal executive power in the country, said, although there is a legislative, enforce it. Let the Lebanese minister that won't play, let the minister do what it's supposed to do, because that is what we know in this country. Why didn't the responsible government do the same thing? Instead, you got Lebanese people to SKD and you got the Liberian people right into the Ministry of Transport. Why?
So we follow up some of the happenings there. In fact, the president instructed the Ministry of Transport that they are illegal ballot, that Liberian people should do business with.
Why didn't the president go close the Lebanese people? Because if you are saying you recognize the Ministry of Transport, why didn't you tell the president? I mean, why didn't the president go to the SKD to close the Lebanese people? Is that how a responsible government can operate? Oh, you're doing elections. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, my articulate.
Why is that how responsible government can act?
Firstly, let me pull square. In where it
full square peg in square holes and whatever the case is. Go ahead. I'm listening.
The issue of the traffic management. It was signed into law during your regime.
Okay.
It was signed into law during your regime. And mind you, according to our law, anything that go through legislation, any agreement or any concession agreement that go through legislation and subsequently signed by the justice minister and that of the finance minister, it becomes binding on the country. You as a country, your government is duty bound to respect that particular agreement.
I agree.
Yes. So it's similar thing with the traffic management.
Good. That's what we
the traffic management went through the processes.
We agree
that concession company can go through.
We do agree.
To business or to work in Liberia.
We do agree.
To work in Liberia.
That's what we
expect. Party-led government be a responsible government.
Okay. Be a responsible government.
What you want to be a responsible government.
You want to go by the CDC again?
I mean, be a responsible government. I believe in the interest that do not believe in the interest of the ordinary Liberian. Will not delve into anything that will contravene the people's interest.
Stop talking all the big English because it's not going to help you. So, the responsible government recognized that a concession was signed between the government of Liberia and LTM. Through legislative paperwork and everything, clearly stating that it was a legal instrument the government signed. Now, a responsible government would choose one. Would choose either to ignore what was signed from the legislative angle and go with the statutory entity, which is the Ministry of Transport, or decide to deal with the Lebanese and decide on the Ministry of Transport. Why did you guys have to use two simultaneously?
What did the government do? Firstly, when the government allowed when the government took over, the government decided to rumble through the document.
And they did.
So once you rumble through the document, people here went to court. By the time they fed out, the deal was being circumvented,
and the court rule
was being circumvented.
The court rule in your favor.
They decided to go to court. The court rule in your favor. Good. So you expect the responsible government, like headed by the integrity to they respect the court ruling. Do you know what kind of negative thing that it will say us to the outside world or into who be investor?
Hold on. The court rule, declaring LTM, as the victor, as the winner in the case, saying LTM got the contract to register vehicles, to get you fancy driver license and every stuff. The responsible government, what we expect of the responsible government to have done was to go and play all operations in the hands of LTM and forfeit everything from the why didn't the
responsible government during the first CDC regime? They didn't take into consideration that they particular LTN are coming to do some of the operations that they will be taking. They will be defunding specific department at the Ministry of Transport.
Okay.
They didn't take that into consideration.
So
they didn't
they had a
there was no clause there to look at the PD agreement. The family here interest. So that's where the problem is. So when you want to deform,
so you came to you came to face it.
Yeah.
You came to right the wrong CDC did.
Yeah.
So let's assume CDC brought these people to take over the affairs of the Ministry of Transport, which is the statutory responsibility.
Yeah.
You saw the concession. You read to it. You knew that the concession would give these Lebanese people the right to do all of what Transport Ministry can do.
Yeah.
The code ruling, you accepted the code ruling. Why in the implementation of the code ruling, why didn't you stop Ministry of Transport? Why didn't you stop the Ministry of Transport?
To get coming, first let me correct you. The agreement didn't say that people come to do all of the operation of the fundamental
issuance of driver licenses.
The transport ministry still have some fundamental duties.
Oversight.
I met with Brian, Sacha Brown, who is the PR for the Ministry of Transport.
What did he say to you?
And even there they got testimony Barclay, right? So I asked him, I said, gentlemen, what is happening with the issue of traffic management in the Ministry of Transport? He was very clear. He said, as far as I'm concerned, the Ministry of Transport is responsible to issue licenses and they are responsible for vehicle registration.
Good.
So
that is the statutory responsibility of the ministry.
So when you find out,
then can Kim in
the president mandate, the president is the head of the executive.
That's the same thing.
So he has said that the Ministry of Transport
should continue. Good.
With the process.
The same thing was done by President George Weah. The legislature came and said, "Oh, LTM should be given the right to do X, Y, and Z." He said, "No. What will happen? The LTM concession stay. Transport ministry should continue." What we expected from the responsible president, the quote-unquote responsible president, Joe Parker, was to say, "Look, I'm reading between the line. I'm reading between concession and the statutory institution. Let only transport ministry do it, and let the men stay like George Weah did it." We didn't see that happening. Why?
What happened there?
Why did he have to allow the two of them to operate simultaneously? And today you can go to transport ministry, Raya Lane Street, Raya Madonna Street, you will get it. You go to SKD, you still get it. Why is it happening under a responsible government?
So traffic management, like Makodi said.
Which colleague?
They first said they are responsible for a specific, area of.
My dear brother, I'm telling you, these people are giving driver licenses and vehicle registration. Traffic management doing it today. Today you go there, they'll give it to you. You go to traffic ministry, they'll give it to you.
That's the reason why we say responsible government, right? So the government take all these things into consideration.
Responsible government. I mean, allowing government crucial services to be divided among two different entities that got two different operational lines.
The government under President Braga will not be the government of the past. I just take you larger decisions.
The government of the past they're not confused the citizens. The government of the past they're not telling citizens you can go to SKD or you can go to okay.
You get this, right?
Yeah.
They want the code.
They want.
And they want
so all you need to have done.
Expect President Braga to come one morning and say no, you don't do business with traffic management.
No, what he should have done, Mr. Kewu, was to say, look, the constitution have already won their case, and henceforth, what is his name? Tyler. Salif Tyler, all your vehicle registration and driver license people, let us cease because there is a legitimate concessionaire in town coming with a concession to do these things. A responsible government will do that and later on find place for the other people. Maybe you can reroute them through the CSA and reassign them to other places because you have a legitimate. Why the Ministry of Transport giving you driver licenses? Is that an act of responsibility? Is that how responsible government act? That's the question.
So this is it. Like I said, the president have instructed the Ministry of
Transport. If you were the president, what would you have done today, considering all of the situation around it?
Well, the first thing the president
did, would you have kept the two entities simultaneously operating? Would you have done so?
The president filed investigations, right? In fact, do a survey. The speaker sent an invitations to the Minister of Transport and invited him. He said, "What is going on?" And the speaker asked, "What is going on?"
You think the speaker would have invited the Minister of Transport if the decision taken by the executive was okay?
Because there are numerous protests around here on the Minister of Transport.
Because the government was not definite with the decision.
The president was definite.
The president was definite.
Listen to the president's statement.
Okay.
He said, the Minister of Transport is responsible and include the authorities. So everybody should do business with the Ministry of Transport.
At the same time, there was a court ruling that he also recognized and also gave the guys the authority to go and operate. That's why the Greg Como is signing driver licenses at LTM, while Selita Tyler signing driver licenses at the Ministry of Transport. Are you guys not seeing this thing to be, a level of irresponsibility? Police director signing the other driver license and Selita Tyler signing the other driver license. One driver license in the country got 2 signatures?
No. I think, like I said to you,
we'll leave the LTN and go to somewhere else, right?
Government, right?
Go to another topic?
Oh, we can conclude on this.
Okay. All right.
So, with all of the investigation,
you're responsible. But two different places.
Said, right? Listen, that we say continuously that this government is responsible.
I agree.
The president is a listening president. Now, with all of the investigations,
so a listening
traffic
management.
Traffic management. Beginning hope for the next month.
Beginning next month.
No business doing with transport.
Are you saying this on authority or
you no business with traffic management?
Until then, can we say the government is irresponsibly proceeding with our driver licenses?
That's a choice of word.
Can we say that? No, come on. Can we say that? Okay. So listen. So folks, if you're in tune to Freedom Hub on 87.9. I have three brilliant gentlemen in studio: Fasu Kroma, Hossein Kewu, and Hassan Kewu. All three of them from the Unity Party Intellectual Bureau. The guys are here to talk about the homecoming event on Saturday, where you people will be going to her permanent home, a place they could not pay rent for when they were in opposition, and today we are told they're paying millions of dollars to acquire it. We're going to talk about that as well. Let's look at rule of law. You felt rule of law under the recent MCC scorecard that was released. Rule of law, you didn't do well in it. I remember a time the Supreme Court ruled and said the legitimate speaker of the Republic of Liberia was Fonati Kofa. Hold on. I am asking a question and you will answer. We saw President Joe Bwaka, who was the head of the executive and head of the country, still kept the state security actors behind a man who was not recognized by the Constitution in the face of a Supreme Court ruling on the rule of law. Is it the kind of country that you promised in 2023 that the Supreme Court will rule and the government will decide to do what they want to do? We saw that happening. And at the end of the day, Rachel Cohen had to resign. He said he was speaker, but he had to resign and go back to do recontestation to get the speakership back. If he knew he was the actual speaker, why did he have to go and resign? But yet still, you kept the state security with him.
The government, like my colleague are stated, is very responsible. And
you didn't responsible. I just asked you a particular question. You told me they are responsible.
The government take you. The government recognize.
Supreme Court said the man is not speaker. And you still kept the police people behind the illegitimate speaker.
The government recognize the aspect of the scorecard that talk about the issue of security.
Things contributed towards
the government recognize.
Tell you want to come in.
So let me just add up to it, right? So when you follow up the saga that kept building and all of the hoodoo battles. We are following very closely. We listen to our radio, we follow the internet, we made appearances.
And I know all these things. So why did your government do that? If the government is supposed to be law abiding, why did the government have to involve the Supreme Court?
So, firstly, from our elementary orientations, say three branches of government,
separate but coordinating branches,
separate coordinations. So the executive, they are there to enforce the law. The legislators
to make the law.
The judiciary
to interpret the law.
So the judiciary are discussing who is the Supreme Court.
They interpreted the law.
The Supreme Court. Let me reference you. The public's following. So the Supreme Court ruled that
the representatives should go back and do their normal business or to do the rightful things. They are common man saying,
Okay,
we're gonna
okay.
be very
No,
serious now.
wait. You just mentioned the public, and that's why I want for us to be very, very honest with ourselves. The ruling that was handed down by the Supreme Court,
Retrovirus.
consider the decision of the Supreme Court, consider the decision of the majority as ultra virus, thereby recognizing the legitimate speaker of the House as that one who was legitimately elected. And at that time, it was Fonati Kofa. My disappointment and my concern, a government that is supposed to be upholding the rule of law, still kept the EPS officers, the government vehicles, the government police officers and arms, still kept them behind the men who the Constitution did not recognize. Why did you have to do so?
Okay, so this is the real issue, right?
What is the real issue?
And
that you wanted the speakership at all costs to hell with the Constitution, even though the Supreme Court said.
No, I think with the issue of the Constitution, right? The speakership, you've been following. And
following what?
You are investigating journalists.
There is a Constitution.
So you've been following all of the happenings at Capitol Bay, right? Okay. So these are some of the issues. Number one, when because you want to not be specific here, right?
That's what we are specific.
A ruling from the Supreme Court.
Good.
The Supreme Court is a separate branch of government.
But you just define every branch of government. You just to us, the executive is the enforcer
of the law.
The judiciary is the interpreter. The legislature is the maker.
So the judiciary we are pursuing, right? We're discussing the Supreme Court ruling.
So two group of lawmakers are making power up Capitol Hill,
and then
that we don't want to get the speakers. That we don't get the speakers. So somebody went to the Supreme Court for interpretation.
And they interpreted.
The Supreme Court all operated in her confines, in the statutory confines of her role in the Republic, to say when two persons confused over a particular constitutional issue, I should be the one to say this is how it should be. So the Supreme Court looked in the faces of the two groups and said, Fonanti is the speaker, Rachel Kun is not the speaker. Go back and do what you are supposed to do in accordance with your rules and the Constitution.
What the Constitution says.
So
we take about
no, hold on. I'm coming up. After that interpretation, the next branch of government is what? The executive, right? What's the role of the executive?
They enforce.
So enforce. Did you enforce the Supreme Court ruling?
So the judiciary gave a recommendation to the executive to enforce?
You went no.
This is it. That's This is it, right? So the judiciary came up with a ruling, and they said it was retrovirus.
The decision taken to dismiss other committee members and do this, and to go back to do business is to go back under the legitimate speaker. But you who supposed to enforce the ruling of the court, you still kept the police officers behind the illegitimate speaker. That was totally against the Constitution of our country because you went against the Supreme Court.
And
why should a responsible government do that? Under the rule of law.
The Constitution says majority block leaders. Right, the country give them. So you are discussing keeping the police behind illegal speakers. No. We had a deputy speaker. We had a deputy speaker to
Under when we can go back and play the ruling from the Supreme Court. It was very clear. The ruling recognized the legitimate speaker. On our laws. I mean, I can take you back to the speaker election.
And I know what you're getting. And to be very simplistic, what the president said, because you want to involve in the executive.
So why didn't
we would do business with the majority bloc? Because that's what the Constitution calls for. And he did business with the majority bloc.
And you don't see that as an issue.
No, it's not an issue. Because even the Supreme Court,
are you not surprised?
What we're talking about, you have one person having the Senate view, which is Justice Nyame Bese.
One person having the Senate view
in the Supreme Court bench. But
I mean, the issue of the Senate views can always come about. Go ahead.
I'm not a lawyer.
Okay.
I don't profess to be one.
And you can do that as well.
Yeah. But what I have learned on a particular issue, I follow it religiously.
Do you know
even make input?
Do you know the Supreme Court? Do you know
the social media means?
Do you know that
intellectual?
Do you know that the Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice?
The Supreme Court is the final arbiter of justice.
So when they say you are the final arbiter of justice, you are the final arbiter in this thing. It means whatever you say, whatever your opinion is, that opinion is the final. The Supreme Court can tell you, say, hey man,
that's why I said opinion, define opinion.
So Supreme Court can challenge it.
If the Supreme Court, that's the reason why Yami Bese says here the opinion of the Supreme Court.
It is not just an opinion. It is
because the opinion was not, it was not objective.
He's just one of them. He's just one out of the order.
You just come in the Supreme Liberal operate on 3 equal and coordinate branches.
And all of them have responsibility.
That particular thing is an elementary definition.
Way back,
way
back, some lawmakers and before Roger Quinn and people go to that house. Way back, some lawmakers have made law on how speaker can speaker, they can give speaker color. And in the middle law, and I will finish. Then the two men who came up, the judiciary guy have responsibility to interpret all the laws that the men made. Then the executive guy have responsibility to say, anytime the judiciary come, anytime the how you call the court come and the court say this is this. That's why when you obey on somebody land and you lost the case, what the executive can do? The executive can put policemen with tear gas behind the court sheriff to go and make sure that the land was given to the proper person. And when the court opined on that day, recognizing the legitimate speaker, what we expected the executive branch to do through the Ministry of Justice, acting through the Liberia National Police, was to have withdrawn the officers from the illegitimate speaker and place them behind the
it don't work that. Let me comment.
It doesn't work that under the Unity Party.
In Councillor Oswald Twe.
It doesn't work that under the Unity Party.
The decision I propounded was a magnificent one.
So this regard is
the men have to steal. The men have to stay the chaos.
So this regard is Supreme Court.
Somebody who have to make the government to stand today. Such a person need to be commended. So that opinion
Councillor Twe is a lawyer.
That opinion
the Supreme Court ruling is handed down. He is disregarding it.
That place of political horse. When you go there as a speaker, you must learn to use your political know-how to get more of your police majority of your police behind you.
Okay.
But Saleh, the former speaker. The former speaker, they didn't do that.
Okay.
They didn't follow common leadership rules.
Okay.
We allow most of the members to step away from him.
So if
so the president,
I listened to I have one of my big brother there. I asked him this question. I say, what really give you guys the legitimacy and the courage to do this fight? He said, because we were doing the right thing. It was the right thing.
Doing which right thing?
After the sound of resolution, right? By law, the lawyers for the majority black, they say you guys have to notarize this. When you notarize it, it becomes law.
All of that.
So
all of that.
It was
Mr. Keru, your big brother who you talked to, who said they notarized this, they did all of the legal due diligence.
Of course.
If all of what they did were in tight, legally prudent, legally right, why did Richard Kun resign from his speakership? Hold on.
Yeah.
Why did he have to resign? Ain't saying you're a speaker.
Yeah.
Why did he have to resign and go recontest if you're a legitimate speaker?
Okay, so that's simple, right? So the Constitution says majority, right? Majority.
And he did not resign until Kennedy Gover resigned.
No.
He did not resign until Kennedy Gover resigned.
Very simple. Call for election.
Do you guys know that you are speaking to thousands of people who are listening to you?
Where followers.
Okay. Now go ahead.
Right? The rule of law chair with responsibility. He said, gentlemen, I think we need to come up to a final point to do the Liberian business.
And that's how Kufa resigned, because he was the holder. Had he not resigned? No, hold on. Because this is
no business of government.
Because he lost a grip.
You lost the grip.
But you did not lose the constitutional authority.
That place there is a political.
No, hold on, Fasu. This man did not lose the constitutional authority. That's why Richard Kun had to wait for him to have resigned before he too resigned his job to go and recontest. Why are you guys deviating from it?
They say before you contest for the speakership, you are in position. You should resign.
Okay, so if Kun was the legitimate speaker, why did they have to go to election after Kufuor resigned?
Come again, pardon me.
If Richard Kun was the legitimate speaker, why did Kun have to resign to go to a new speakership election after Fonadi Kufuor resigned? Why did it happen?
So come in.
Anyway, you can come in.
Yes, right? So in fact, Richard Kun was not a speaker.
He was what?
He was the majority.
Oh, he was the majority speaker.
Yes,
No. Hold on. Richard Kun had. Hold on, bro. Hold on, stop. Richard Kun had the EPS officers. He had all of the serene, all of the convoy, all of the security details. He was presiding over the team, over plenty of the House of Representatives. No,
over majority.
Richard Kun was operating from the office of the speaker, not from the personal office. He was operating from the office of the speaker in the annex. And you say he was not a speaker?
No.
So like I said,
he presided over the budget. There was budget hearing. He presided over the budget as speaker of the house.
So what's the constitution?
And you say he was not speaker?
So what the constitution says, right? They said when you have majority, when you can conduct the business.
The business must be presided over by a presiding officer. Go to the constitution and let the constitution tell you what a presiding officer is. The presiding officer is the speaker elected. If not, the deputy speaker. If not the deputy speaker, the chair on executive, the chair on judiciary, the chair on foreign affairs, and that's how the line of succession is. They did not say one man who would come up and make himself the speaker, you know, and time for when the actual speaker resigned, he to resign, he go down there. Gentlemen, this is not the country you promised. This is not the rule of law that you promised.
To tell you this, the speaker resigned and he contested against Musa Berede. And he beat Musa Berede with the numbers.
So if you are the legitimate speaker, why should you resign?
Legitimate speaker now.
Oh no, that one I agree.
He's legitimate.
Hold on, bro. I agree that Roger Kun is the current speaker because he resigned first from the illegitimate thing, then he went to recontest to legitimize the status. So if he was legitimate, why did he have to resign? That's the question. And the thing that made him resign is the thing that caused the failure, you know, on the part of this government. It's a contributing factor to why the government failed under the rule of law component. You did not listen to the Supreme Court. You allow politics to override the system. Do you sometimes feel bad about that decision that was taken by your government? Any of you?
The decision.
The decision of your executive to have ignored the Supreme Court. Do you sometimes feel bad?
The executive.
We won't go to other topics.
The executive did not ignore the Supreme Court. To tell you that the executive was
the president not to fight.
The executive was
they're not in the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court have ruled that what is true, the Supreme Court have ruled that we should do business with the legitimate speaker. The president said, I know there's a fight. So this is it. He said, we will do the Labrampo business. For no reasons, we hold the country hostage. And the president said that.
Honor the document.
Honor that. The president said that the Constitution said we should do business with the majority.
Let's go to the other issue. Then we'll go to our program. The program is very important. We've got to talk about the program.
Yeah.
I'll also try to come to your program. But let's go. Let's go and have the other conversation.
Yeah.
You sat in this country, and you're told the Liberian people say the CDC government killed Mervyn Early, the EPS officer in Nimba. It was part of the United Party campaign. Maybe you did not say it, he did not say it, but the United Party campaign team said that. How you say the man put bullet in your head 2 times? You say it was wrong. It was not possible that they killed him in Nimba. Last year, in March of last year, Officer Bobby Mandel of the Armed Forces of Liberia, while serving on duty at the barracks, reportedly shot himself 8 times in the head. I got the pictures. I can show you the video. I mean, it's graphic. You know, can Liberian people say it is this government that killed him?
First, let me come in. Mervyn Ellis, peace be unto the artists.
And peace be unto the artists of Bobby Mandel and the rest of the other people who died.
Faithful departed. So, Bobby and Mr. Mervyn Ellis died under suspicious circumstances.
Okay.
It is never possible.
It is never possible.
Yeah.
For somebody to shoot
For
himself
one
2
to
times.
shot himself.
It turns in your head.
No.
For one to shot himself.
Melvin shot himself 2 times in the
For
head.
one to shot himself. Almost 5 times in his head. Because the very first bullet that going to your head, you remain, you fall
The
down.
report from Nima came up.
You will still have left your body.
The report from
You will be
Nima
powerless. So even to still have your hand onto the trigger of that.
The report from Nima said Melvin shot himself 2 times in the head. 2 bullets went into him. Sorry,
4 times.
What about the number? Okay, you say 4.
Yeah.
I know official report from the EPS. Came up and made it clear that he had 2 bullet wounds.
The EPS report was riddled with higher up influence.
So that CDC okay, maybe Eddie.
For me, I'm not a judge.
Okay.
I'm not sitting.
But you campaign.
I'm not sitting in a court.
You campaign that.
I'm not sitting in a court as a judge to job.
Your people campaign.
The circumstances. The circumstances. You know that on a wish the great Melvin Ellis, the man who diligently served the bureau at the EPS level, at the Executive Protection Service level. There's a special circumstances in which he died.
Okay.
You know, when you look at it from that standpoint, you see if any critical man with parity of reasoning will deduce that there are some outside influence, there are some outside or forces or force in into his death.
Okay. That's the thing we are also confused. We're also concerned. Less than 2 weeks after the AFL women protested in the country and stopped President Bouaga from attending the first Armed Forces Day celebration, it didn't take too long. Bobby Mande reportedly shot himself. You were talking before. They said 8 times.
Who said it?
Family members. Hold on.
Family member on the scene when the incident occurred.
Family members went and saw the body and reported that he had 8 bullet wounds.
Who is full of responsibility?
Who was full of
investigations of such?
Okay. So the question is, you doubted that an EPS officer could kill himself in Nimba. But you are not doubting that an AFL officer, also shot himself 8 times in the head under your administration.
So then let us.
Were you using double standard to do these other cases?
For your reference in the conversation, for the sake of the public, let's just treat into it. You are doing comparison analysis. The CDC.
You say it was not possible for somebody to kill us.
Yeah. Like you said, right?
So right now, Bobby Mande allegedly shot himself 8 times in the head while serving on duty. Should we say it's not possible? How can the man die? Some people say the man was connected to some of the women who were protesting. Will Liberians who want to link that his death to the Unity Party, would it be right if they choose to do so, like you guys did with the Melvin Ellis situation in Nima? Would it be right for doing it?
No, but when you follow some of the happenings, like the issue of the EPS officers, we are just referencing one. Under the past regimes, it were even more than 5 to 6 EPS officers involved with such incidents.
The past regime 5 to 6 EPS officers? Stop, man.
So
no, hold on. Stop. Don't do it. I can call Melvin Ellie. Who are the other EPS officers that shot themselves in the past regime?
Freedom will not flag somebody.
No, what do you call them? Other radio stations will flag it. No, tell us other radio stations. Bring us news content from other radio stations that flag it. You had Punch FM, you had D15. You had Spoon. Spoon. Recently, your Spoon fell off, but Spoon was there. Can you show us any other record besides Melvin Ellie where other EPS officers shot themselves in this country?
So, if the Liberian people listening, you are in a country.
No, but I'm sure
one of the CDC government, EPS officer, war party brigadier carrying fire.
No, you see.
Right? So you're doing.
Hold on, bro. We're discussing the instance of Melvin Ellie versus the Bobby Mande situation. You bring him EPS officer wearing
Bobby Mande situation. I'm told.
You are told.
Yeah, I'm told.
I'm also told.
Yeah,
people told me two things.
Forces are the
people from the barrack also told me something.
The armed forces that he shot himself.
Okay. Same way I'm told that Melvin Ellie started serving Nimba. The Party said it was easy people that killed him. So I'm saying if people say the Party people kill
Party, they didn't say some of the we now call name here for security reasons. So some of the fellow,
let's go talk
some of the former fellow security personnel
let's go
that was
there are army officers who are also
father in for father.
Army officers are also saying
that maybe Ellie that
the police
was outside here. Outside here.
All the trouble is
that orchestrated.
Why are you laughing?
No, but I'm laughing because we are keeping conversation.
Okay. Look, listen, gentlemen. I thought to put all this up, so that our people will understand the difference between campaigning and running or government. But hey, I understand the answers you're providing. My take was, will Liberians be right if they just wake up and say the EFMA would die, like you people kill him? Same way the Partisan said Melvin Ellie would die in Nimba, as easy people kill him. Will Liberians be right for that kind of judgment? That's the honest question I'm asking you.
No.
Okay.
No,
let's move to other topics. Now listen, so the next one is Joshua came to power. Joshua breaking Nashville resident, paying you one. He paid for the 7 condominiums, and by the way, there are 17 structures. I mean, we are the media, we have to provide the information. I will share all of the images with you when you want it. The satellite image. There's 17 structure in ABC, now 47. So I think when you're going back now, you say, we have built 17 condominiums instead of in 47, right? Now, so he built the 17 structures, did all of these things. You criticize it. Oh, Labyrinth Post Sovereign, the hungry, Joey Bay, Bibi Hose, and this and that. Mr. Parker bought the house opposite his place in rehab. He has renovated, broke some of the structures down in his place where you're living, and put a new structure there. The place is transformed. There is a construction ongoing in Broadville. He has he has improved the farm in Bomini. Then this mysterious $10 million project that sits in Foya. Why did you preach something different during the election and the Pape King start doing something different in power?
The Pape is somebody who is a representation of humility and patriotism.
But you being 10 million property in Foya.
Somebody who don't involve himself into fancy life.
But he building 10 million property in Foya, bro.
He's somebody who is condescending.
He's not involved in fancy life.
As a leader, as a leader, your primary focus should be on the people's livelihood
and not fancy life.
And he's somebody who is very committed to this particular thought.
Committed with 10 million property in Foya.
Focus should be on the people's livelihood. The issue of the 10 million. The 10 million, quote unquote, because you put just throwing out figure here and there.
Okay.
No empirical evidence or something.
But three of them
indicating no document.
But three of the
government officials. Okay, that guy take it for reason the government decided to spend 10 million. Did President Braka ever say that property is by him?
No. The first thing is 3 of your government officials have provided contradictory statements regarding the property. Daniel Sanders said it was some kind of manner of year.
He said he think.
He's supposed to be thinking as the deputy minister.
No, the minister is a human being.
Okay.
So he explained to people.
In his role, he is supposed to be professional. That's why in the business, in the business of the press and the media, if you do not have, you say, I am not going to comment on. Hold on. The issue of the 10 million project in Foya. That property is being protected by some police officers in Foya. In fact, you don't take picture there. It's forbidden. The current minister of state, Steve Sikwa, the old man went to the Capitol building for the hearing. He said, you cannot speak to it. You have to go back to the marshal and go ask. The minister of public works came up. They asked him recently about the same project in Foya. He said it's a national security issue. He cannot provide information from it. The journalist should go to the marshal and the marshal provided information. So this paper is not in luxury paper.
Yeah.
This paper you have made us to understand during the campaign that he's not somebody who believes in luxury.
Yeah.
But
he's not a lover of luxury.
But he drives in a convoy where 2 vehicles that cost $1.2 million.
You are a consummate journalist, somebody who has spent a great deal of time in the journalistic field. And one person that have high admiration for you. Anytime you stay behind the microphone,
and I'm happy about that.
I always rush to tune to the Freedom FM.
It doesn't change the fact that President Baka drives 2 different vehicles worth $1.2 million
on the journalism fee.
I agree, bro.
The journalism.
Thank you very much for that.
So it doesn't change the issue of the fact. So do we expect? Presidency around the world is a dignified.
But this man was the same person who said
a dignified. It
was Omar Joe Baka himself who said, if even I can ride wheelbarrow to go to the marshal.
To tell you that. To tell you that. If a set come where in the Liberian people interest is placed on the pedestal, and then the individual interest is placed on the pedestal.
But by default,
a president said, bro, so he even prefer,
by default,
he even prefer for the Liberian people interest to be given premium over individual interest. So the president did not inherit a broken down car.
Let's go.
A broken down car.
Hold on. Stop it.
Yeah.
The public is listening.
Yeah.
Let's use your reasoning. Let's use your issue as your point as the barometer here.
Yeah.
That if the Liberian people got pressing issue, you prefer riding wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
People are still hungry in this country. People are still jobless.
Yeah.
The last time a lady gave birth, us started the hospital at Redemption. But yet still these things are happening, and the president elected to go and get 2 brand new vehicles from Dubai worth $1.2 million because it's $600,000 per a unit cost, including transportation, customizing, and VIP protection, everything. In a country where people are still struggling.
Firstly,
was I a wise choice?
The man is a president.
For a president who is not luxuriously oriented?
The man is a president.
Nobody's saying he's a
the man is a president.
Nobody's saying he's very much.
So yes, do we expect the president to run in Keke to go to work?
No, the former president left 2 brand new Toyota Land Cruiser Jeeps.
Let me
just wait on that, right? So you see, this is that thing we have said on the radio and we'll continue to say.
Why is the president riding in luxury?
The past administration on the former president.
Leave past administration. The president said he would
reference past administration leaving 2 luxurious vehicles. He referenced that.
Yeah.
And public listening.
And the president decided not to ride 2 brand new Land Cruiser Jeep, and he went for Lexus.
So there's the
and the 2 Jeep he carried to Grand Gillette for deal bearer. Why? I mean, if the cars were not good, as fast as you were trying to say, you would take car when I go to Grand Gillette.
The one he left that the one that was prone to breaking down at any time. So you expect President Baka. So the car will stay function.
The car will
say president can't break down.
The car
you know the car
will break down.
The car
will not break down. Why you carry the Grand Gillette?
So
is that what you're saying?
So let's talk about the car issue.
Go ahead. Why is he riding in luxury when you're supposed to be the poor people's president?
Okay,
go ahead, Kelly. Help me.
So
maybe I don't know.
So the procurement for
trust me for your top program.
Procurement for vehicles.
And the only car you can buy at 1.2 million for 2 cars.
No, the vice president. The vice president. And the president, the car that was purchased, there were 2
Lexus
customized. I come in 2 Lexus, still to be corrected, 5 Land Cruiser Jeep to purchase the EPS, efforts.
Okay.
So 2 of the Lexus, 1 was given to the vice president.
2 of the Lexus, 1 was given to the vice president. Don't do it. Stop.
The
2 Lexus vehicles still operating in the convoy of the president. Don't do it, bro.
I think you're getting it.
No, the president got uniform cars in the convoy. The 2 Lexus vehicles are still in his convoy.
No.
So maybe you bought 3.
We the 2 Lexus, the vice president. The first car that arrived here was the vice president.
No, bro.
I come in. I
can show you videos of the president convoy.
You're discussing the president got 2 cars in
2 Lexus vehicles. 2 Lexus vehicles.
That worth 2 million.
No, I didn't say 2 million. I said 1.2 million, 1,200,000 because one of those Lexus costs 600K. Customizing, shipping, and everything that has to do with security features. Two are in the president convoy. Why should a man who came to power under the mantra of rescuing the people, the man who let luxury, the man who let bistro life, why is he now driving in 2 cars, $1.2 million? Why?
No, some of these things when we are addressing it, we have to address it in a sincere form.
I am sincere, my brother. So God in heaven, I'm sincere.
We have to address
it. If ain't appear to be somebody who can live luxurious life. So what we expected was, even if he didn't about another car, he didn't have gone for 200,000 Toyota Land Cruiser.
The president is the first citizens. Get that straight.
Nobody says he's the town chief.
The president needs high protections.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So,
but you can still have bulletproof cars for 200,000. I mean, you can still have bulletproof cars
for the kind of protection of our president. This president.
So we what is it?
We don't want to go in.
You don't want to go nowhere, bro.
The issue of the car.
Why is he riding luxury?
The president, for me, I don't call that luxury.
No,
man.
He has also to get
embodiment of luxury.
He aware.
He's not wearing customized clothes.
Who's interest? Who do? I mean, why is clothes back?
No, the public.
I can go to Taylor. Turn and tell us, put my name on.
No, during the campaign,
it doesn't mean you don't take away anything.
During the campaign, you were
not even
during the campaign, you were passing the paper around in his normal African brown t-shirt, brown shirt. You presented him as
the public that this budget, the present job budget has dropped.
But the NSA and the EPS budget increased.
So you should be telling like when people.
But
this president,
the NSA and the EPS budget
NSA does most of the dirty work.
But you question
most of the
you question
most of the
NSA budget.
The typical work in respect to the security sector.
You question
NSA is the one that carry on.
You also question the NSA on the judgment. You said the NSA was using money that's what we receive.
Yeah.
Why are you justifying this one? Why are you justifying this one?
So that
did you know the operation at the time?
Yes, of course.
But did you know the operation of the NSA at the time?
Something happened there. I left it covered. NSA weapon. Let me tell you the thing, my dear brother.
Okay.
What the administration? Deputy for operation. Now I said,
okay.
This guy looted that place. If you go, you see that man compound. The investment of that young man. See, government car. We are on the radio, we are seeing this thing.
Okay.
Right? The NSA was not first lady, was not independent.
Okay.
The NSA.
So the one you got now independent?
Oh, well, we got.
So you know that pre-Johnson. So you know the operation of the current NSA?
But the
operation?
Yeah.
Oh, my brother, I said we left cover, we left weapon.
Oh, you NSA man? You can left cover, you can know the operation of the NSA.
We are intelligent.
Oh, you NSA man?
We are intelligent.
The only NSA man, where
coming small.
Okay. Quickly, we got to go to the
point. Yeah. So the issue of NSA, like I stated, NSA was just a sidetrack.
Hold on. The NSA was just a sidetrack discussion. The point here is, why is this man driving big such a car, such a high quality car, bulletproof,
such a car with high security feature, because he's the first. He represented five family.
Nobody saying he knew.
So in his protection, his protection is very, very cardinal.
So he didn't know he was first citizen when he said if the need be he could rap.
But I explanted that to you. I did explain to you that in case of pressing issue.
Quickly, let go. We're running out of time.
Yeah.
Saturday is your groundbreaking. I remember the McLeans put you outside for $100,000. You could not pay in opposition. So you're kind of power now. You get the government money. You go buy the headquarters. You're going there December 6th.
Yeah.
Planet Tunnel. You can't start. You go in. what is it? What is it going to be like? So you're going to your old headquarters where you couldn't pay the rent, but you're buying it now. Where you take the money from?
Start quietly and listening, because the more important thing we were told of our opinion.
Let's talk about it in 5 minutes and we'll take calls quickly, please.
Yes. So the homecoming and fundraising program. So we came here to speak to our partisans and well-wishers to come out on December 6th and support the party in terms of fundraising. You know, our party is partisans, right? Responsible ones. This is why we commit ourselves, to our party wherever the call on us.
Why you couldn't commit yourself when you're in opposition? You gotta put it outside. If the partisan died that time, you were not living.
So that's your word. You said put your outside. There is no evidence to that.
No. There are good records. Don't do that, bro. There are good records to show. Yeah,
almost like you refuse to.
Yeah, you pay your rent. You get notice, bro.
The party responsibly left their party headquarters because
you could not pay the rent, so you left.
Left. You were not kicked out.
No, but you were in court.
You were not kicked out.
No, hold on. You were in court. They took you to court for not paying their arrears.
It was some differences between Unity Party as tenant and now the landlord in my place.
That's what I'm saying.
The Unity Party are paying 30,000
and
a year.
And they increase the money.
We're here talking about we are told from sources that the market will influence politically to take such a decision.
So at the end of the day, you
the rental fees to the rental fees.
You understand? You had a
responsible party.
You had
and I subscribe
and
I subscribe to the theory that call for value for money. They said nobody we're paying this, and the property has some feature, and then all of a sudden, when you increase it, at the end of the day, you added feature to the property.
So at the end of the day, you have 100,000 a year that you could not pay.
So yes, a responsible party, the party administration at the time.
So you left
at the time.
You left. You phone left. Yeah. So you have 100,000 accumulative a year. I mean that is clear. All in the paper. You went to court. There were times where even your new headquarters on brush anything this and that. That has passed. You could not buy it. You could not pay. You could not pay the arrears at the time. But today now you can buy it.
Yeah, because we have
because you're in power now.
Members.
Because you're in power now.
Bulk of our members are bulk of our officials. Bulk of our officials.
Bulk of your partisans
are also their partisans. Yeah, they are working.
Okay, so the
economically wise, they are in power.
Okay,
the Hawaii State,
get the government joy.
The Hawaii State to help.
They get the government
to help the party or team or headquarters.
They get the government influence.
So let me help first. Right, it's not about a government job. Fast in the studios. I'm Hassan Kia Hussein. We don't have government job. We are not in government.
You guys didn't have government job at the time.
Why is it?
Why didn't you build? Why didn't you build?
Why is it? I say we should pay party due to pay party headquarters. We are not in government. Law for party.
Your party in power. You have access to resources. You don't have to be in power.
We don't have government job. We are not in government. We are in private.
Maybe you don't like that one.
No. We believe in the private sector. That's why we're in the private sector.
Okay.
And our party is an institution, right? Unity Party is a responsible institution.
I agree.
What are the fundraisings? You know what I mean? Cayman have raised. You know what I mean? Most of them have raised.
Are you in power now? There are reports that you are taking the money and giving it to the partisans to all their pleasure.
If you go back to the party quarter, we are not selling share to partisans. We are not giving share out free to partisans.
Okay.
You get a share, you carry that, we print it for you.
Okay.
Because the party is raising money.
How is the program going to be like on Saturday? Quickly, we'll go to the lines.
The program, the human being, people from all walks of level descend.
People from People from Southern told me you are paying them $15.
No, that's a bullshit lie. You know the party will not give a cent.
The premise to release.
The people are in high spirit. The children are in the labyrinth. In fact, they cannot even wait for September 6th.
Okay.
They cannot wait for Saturday. People will descend on the principal street or Monrovia.
Okay.
In fact, there will be a tsunami. There will be tsunami of human being or human being on Saturday.
So what will you
the people are upbeat to attend the program.
So you already
the people will appreciate the integrity ACO for the many developmental strive this government is making when it comes to revitalizing most of the sectors.
Okay.
Look at the Southeastern Road. For me, I had a lineage from Southeast, specifically from the River G Belt. My mother here from there. That place was impassable under the first citizen regime for 6 years. Even most of their officials that here from that region used to pass through Aroko before they access their own. But just under 2 years, under the integrity ACO, even the road, any car can go on that road. As I'm speaking, I'm planning a trip to go visit my mother people in our home in Rivergy.
Okay.
To go speak to familiar around myself or people.
Have you paid for the
so that at the result, all the things happen at the result.
Have you paid
for sound governance? Okay. That the force that the president made no mistake to have appointed the consumer administrators that are running the affair of the public welfare ministry.
Good.
They are doing extremely well when it comes to putting fire or putting pressure beyond.
Have you paid
contractor?
Have you paid for work? Have you paid for the structure already?
To me,
I hear homecoming and fundraiser. Have you already paid for the structure?
So yeah, just to respond to that, right?
Quickly before we go to the line, we're out of time.
We are not committee members, right? The committee has.
But you are an intellectual bureau.
Of course, right? They have.
So you know if you pay for it.
So let me give you reasons why. Let me give you reasons why the people should turn out on December 6th.
Okay.
Few reasons. One, the price of rice have dropped drastically.
Okay.
Right. The price of basic commodities had dropped drastically.
Okay.
The price of petroleum products.
Basic commodities, you're still talking petroleum products.
I mean, when we're talking about basic commodities, we're talking about cement, we're talking about steel, right? We go to the market, bitter ball, pepper, all those things.
All those prices have dropped, right? Cocoa price drop, everything price drop.
Okay. When you go to the cold shop, right? I know you eat in a restaurant, but when you go to the cold shop,
no, I don't eat in a restaurant. I eat Lapabido.
Okay, when you go to Lapabido, right? You ask for $200 rice. The way it used to be, right?
The way it used to be small on the way, plain banana.
I mean, you will appreciate it. You don't have to be plated, but you will appreciate it. You get filled.
Okay.
Because the price of those basic commodities have dropped in the
so
market.
The people will come out.
The marketeers have to come out.
They will
right?
come out.
They will come out in our numbers, and we're encouraging you to come out and support your party.
Okay.
Right? And this is a fundraising program, and we are committed as a partisans that will be out and informing our people that December 6th will be a tsunami in this country.
Okay.
Quickly before we go to the
I mean, let's talk to the Kewu.
Yeah,
because you already save whatever you have for parting comments.
Okay.
Yeah. Save it for parting comments. We're out of time.
So thank you, Ottawa. And this is why we will continue to defend. And Mayu, we are on a moral obligation to defend the legacy of this president.
Yeah, but why you here now? You sort of be here for different things.
So, like my brother said, right? Let's look at the various sectors. Now you're enjoying stable electricity. Even the guys from the hardware I spoke with somebody said, "We're getting our boss will come in. And we're not coming in to pass our government future, but we come in."
Even though Mr. Sharif, who has the energy sector, credited the current stability to the previous administration. I can play a voice on you anyway.
Of course. The government is continuing.
So don't act like you won't do it now. So don't act like they think like you beating. Because the very man who you put over the sector has acknowledged the previous government on the work that they did.
The issue of maintenance. Let me tell you something. Let me share this story shortly before you open the line.
Quickly, we gotta do so. Quickly, no time.
I told you I left Carwell. At the Hajo,
so the minister they come
we
in.
have something that we call the Taraband. They're responsible to regulate the current at the Hajo. The Taraband, they are three, elements. Two got damaged. We're operating on one.
Okay.
Since the government says here, refuse deliberately refused.
But the scene where you see
That's the reasons why.
the scene where you kept the executive marshal for 12 years, I facing that job, we got to face it back inside today. So, when you face something, the other government could not.
So
that
the
news.
took over.
That news there.
President Baga visited the car well, and he said, "Gentlemen, in fact, the dry season, my brother, like when people follow me, we will not go out of current.
Okay.
We enjoy stable legislature. 2, go to Carwell. When Manaseti built that road, Carwell is 200 years old. After Manaseti built the road, the CDC government can go at the Assembly Johnson who had the new redemption project in Carwell. Anytime soon,
it was Joe who laid the first break for that project.
He went there. He
was the one who laid the first break.
He went to West manager, the CEO for West Out. We are friendly. Ate the money, they did nothing there. So after them, the work was put to hostage. Now we got new company that took over.
Let's go to the lines. Let's go to the lines. So you anticipate a grand
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Let's hear you, my brother. How are you? How you doing, Chief?
Yeah, I'm fine, guy. I saw Ambassador Manuel come up from Banner precisely, but just to your studio guest, if you're not honest to tell people the story, you are telling them that the manager at the LEC, Mr. Sharif, gave full detailed information on former government played a significant role to reach that level. You will always give a man these are things that made the public can get defined. Now, if you talk about LEC, 2017, the Unity Party government received $317 million to bring that asset to standard and just squander the money. And they have left before government have to go to CSXG land from Africa, Sierra Leone, and Guinea before they able to get that. So if you have the foundation lay and you damage them, then you come in to talk about what you achieve. Redemption Hospital was foundation lay.
Go ahead, quickly.
Yeah, Redemption Hospital foundation was laid. It It is not in 2 years that kind of gigantic building at the residential hospital will be built in less than 2 years. The guy must be honest. So then I blame people.
Okay.
Lay that foundation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The message that less than 1 year, 11 months your bid up. But we'll go back to the lines. Let's talk to this international caller. Okay, no, not. Go ahead. Let's hear you. 1 minute.
Good evening, KOK.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, I want you to please.
No, I can't give you more than 1 minute. Quickly, no time. We gotta go.
No, less than 1 minute. KOK. I thank for the interview, and I really appreciate the response from your guest. But just add one question. Okay, just add one question. Let them grade the government in totality after 2 years.
Okay, all right. They will do that. Let's take the international caller on the line. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. No time. Oh no, we missed out on the caller. Let's talk to this one. 086 500 104, 086 500 104, 0776 104 104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Let me take Lawrence Spencer from the Alternative National Congress. Lawrence Spencer, go ahead. 1 minute.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to the ambassadors of session in Peru. I mean, we said already, in wondering if we guys still are in Nigeria or they just came from some planet. I mean, comrades, why you guys are choosing to stay on the negative side of history?
The guy said these days you go to police station, police will not tell you to pay money for people to get on motorbike. The police got logistics. They are no longer asking people to pay for their car pay anymore.
It's like zero or like $50 100 cars will be around station. I mean, to kill.
We're not going to encourage that.
Because the problem is there is a broad daylight mockery of the sovereign masses of our people. In fact, I guess some of them must say I have a tussle all the time. And as the people obviously I thought the president could be, I mean,
the guy said police got logistics. People are no longer doing that.
Oh, God, you know when you ask the comments about luxury, the men cannot, they're falling under the weight of their own argument. Is it Baga, Ra? I mean, no such standard they bring it to the people. But you know what? I can't think that you don't have time. Come to the line, if you do, they are taking our slave masters. They will get caught in the country.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's go to this other line. Line 3. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. Let's hear you quickly.
Thank you. This is Esmo Khan. I'm the visually impaired that keeping this up prepared to the fire of the Lord. Let me say how
your man who's in Kelvin is in studio today. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying hi to my friend and other guys that he's brought with. I think we'll see it even better on the phone than the microphone. You know, look, you brought guys on video to follow this Christian government. They didn't do well on a very serious note. It should be nationalistic and patriotic. Not go to the drugs era. The guy always make it easy. In all of his presentation in studio, they talk about
hello.
Which were on the increase. Hello.
Go ahead quickly.
Hello?
You got less than 30 seconds. No time. We gotta go.
Yeah. He said with the top over, which were on the increase. But here we are now. In their government, there is solar play, there is zooming. And there is Spark and Dark. Today, Spark and Dark kill another person again. They are pressing the DA. Then they are president during the recent cabinet meeting at Bombay. He told the DA by saying the DA are using their lesson to put the illegal power he put in there for. How can they reconcile that? What kind of harmonization?
Quickly.
Harmonization was evil. Yeah. Quickly. Harmonization was very evil. How you come if you are able to undo harmonization in 5? My brother is still the higher up. He's not in the executive. Today, the salary he has for thousands in when he asks a question, they say they are dealing with the prevailing rate. So this government instead of harmonization carrying one, harmonization is every moment you are taking.
Thank you. We leave you right there. We take Man CC. Go ahead, Man CC, quickly, 1 minute.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. Listen, answer to your studio guest and Pastor.
Who's listening to you?
I hope the platform is terrible today, and they appear before the platform. Look, okay, if you go to school and make sister with your mother feel good about it?
No.
Okay. Recently, what I'm asking the question to my parents there. They said President Biden is president. Why you right? I know 2.2 million elections. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask them, what was the president? Why? Two, our law in this country have been also down all the same by moving people with force. And you ask the person, there's suddenly, three, that man out that killed himself. And the men are going missing the army men. They say we don't have proof, but today they have proof for their own. And you can't say the men are shot 2 times, but you say proof.
Okay.
So we asking them now, the men are shot and say yes, but you asking that why we get proof. Someone don't know for them, why they have proof to what they're saying it.
Thank you.
We have to know that person at that time.
Thank you.
The question. Why they bringing food to the country and Kenya was sorry? Why they for Kelly and these people on the what? Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Quickly, go ahead. 1 minute. Hello? We're great. Let's hear you. What's your name? Where you join us from?
I'm going to tell you thank you for Singapore. You know, Fasu is the reason why we have to come back. Because few days ago, Fasu was even complaining on kerosene that they won't go protest.
You don't know. You sure you know Fasu?
Fasu can see kerosene every day. Every day, Fasu can be kerosene. Fasu knows me. You know the Chevy that's speaking. Fasu is the reason why we have to come back. Because Fasu rescued Mr. Baga and Fasu is saying rescue. He's telling me.
But Fasu then said they are in the private sector. They don't want to hold government job. Thank you. We leave you right there. We go to the international line. Let's talk to the person. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Right.
Let's hear you quickly.
Please say one more. Go in here one sec. How can it two?
It's terrible.
Sit and look in the camera and right to the bed. And you yourself get patient or because you never have patient kind of a different thing. You should be lying to the teeth. Looking in the camera, I'm looking at the face as I'm talking to you on the other gadget. You're too young for that. You can't do that. You're from a womb. You shouldn't let people bring you on like this and all of them hardly speak no good English.
No, you will not do that to our guests. I can't allow you to do that. I mean, we will not allow you to do that to our guests. This person, quickly, let's hear you.
Thank you there, my friend. You know, brother, why really you go to that station? You know, that station is where map of the sedition, everybody's sharp. They say now to call, even you are saying the truth, they will already call and call. So you know, sedition, they are people that can call. But we teach them politics 2029. But I just forgot about that people. 2029, we teach them politics. They will empower, take it from there, they will empower, they can take it from there.
Okay. Thank you very much. We'll leave you right there. Let's talk to the other person. Hello. Okay, we'll leave you right there. Let's go back to the other line and talk to this person. Look, go ahead. Let's hear you quickly.
Good afternoon, KOK.
Good afternoon. Let's hear you. How are you? Quickly.
My name is Joseph. We're calling from ESW area.
Go ahead. We'll take five more calls after you. Then we call your day. We go talk to our people. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for bringing these guys in studio. You know, the requirement in Labrador now to be a bona fide United Party, you got to be a liar. So I'm listening to the slaves defending their slave masters. It helps me to feel that you're the generation that have more work to do in Labrador. But I beg you, before I drop it down, I want you to do me a favor. After the show, I want you to please cut those guys they're recording and give it to them. Let them go listen to that how to get the garbage and the trash they are saying.
No, we're not letting you do that to our guests. We have to respect our guests. Go ahead. Let's hear you. One more. We'll take 4 more after you. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Lord D. Johnson in Aswani Foundation of 11 Quebec community.
Go ahead, Mr. Johnson. Let's hear you, sir.
You see, I don't like people who can go one time in a decade to sit on radio and be deceiving the people as for river. They put to care. My mother is from Jetuken. I have my whole activities in Kawiken. The place where we are left is in Kawiken, where it is. The government has no absolutely nothing. Then I should start lying in our studio. We'll pay them for the last. Thank you.
We'll leave you right there. We'll talk to the other person. Go ahead. We'll take 3 more after you. Hello? Okay, we'll leave you right there and go to the international. Okay, no. Let's go back. Hello, how are you? Oh, no. Let's leave it and go back to this other person. Hello, go ahead.
Prince Glicker, I'm calling from Mount Barclay.
Mount Barclay, let's hear you, Prince. Our guest here.
Yeah, this guy there, he's already saying, you know, they just when you see the to just
in Mount Barclay, when you go to the police station, the police can tell you to pay money for you to get on motorway. That's what the man say. Hello? Oh, the man left the line. Yeah, sorry. Okay, we leave you right there. We leave you. I said 3 more, right? Let's take this one and we'll take 2 more. Hello, how are you? Hello, let's hear you quickly.
This is Francisca calling from Ashma Street.
Ashma
The
Street.
only thing I want to ask those guys in the studio, I want to know the level of education. Because thousands of people listening to them, and they speak like that, and they talk to kind of thing, like we in the country, we know what we're on. Jesus, I give up. And you got patience, keep them talking.
We leave you right.
I'm telling you that some people will get, I know what. I give up.
We leave you right there. Let's take the second to the last. Just question.
Okay, how you doing?
We're great. You're the second to the last. No time.
This is my, we're calling from St. Paul's Fish. But my children live in Cornwall. This Wusi man is a liar. You can remember with that the president, they went somewhere and he said the president will offer peace, so he wore white, and the president wore blue. We sang it. And for example, he's struggling. They are struggling, but enjoy you. None of them make you other kind. None of them make you so lie. And Corey will go tonight. Corey always going in Corey. Corey always going in Corey.
Thank you.
Corey will go. My children live at Corey. And they live Corey. Corey is so lies over there.
We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's talk to the last caller from the international side. Go ahead. Then we'll go back to them for a minute.
Okay, this is Shelter from Connecticut. Okay, the lady just spoke right. You got young men in studio, young Liberian men. This government got 4 more years to be in office. You come on national radio and you lie like you ain't got no future. You understand? Liberia has become a place, one of the Nigerian men say Yahoo boys. Now we got political Yahoo boys feeding on the gullibility of our population. These are young men, and those guys are your friends in studio. Both is lying to Liberian people like that. We're crazy people, man. We sit in exile, we see everything that happens, we follow the news, and then the guys, Hassan Kewu and Hussein Kewu. Hey, man, you make us shame, man.
Let you from the States and just take the exceptional caller. Go ahead. You're the exceptional caller. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Good afternoon. This is Abraham calling from the United States.
Go ahead, Abraham.
It's great to have it's great to have this young man in your studio today. But it's unfortunate that I don't know that intelligence in terms of the economy of Liberia. The people got something called disposable income. Have the electorate that don't have it, regardless even if they are for dollar. First and foremost, the deception is just glaring. You had George Weah had a medical arrest for $13.50 for 5 years in that country. Is Hussein Kewu or he's just trying to cover it up? Because you have created no job, rather the people are in talking about things that one afford.
Okay, Abby.
So you gotta be economically informed when you come here to speak to the electors.
Thank you very much, Abby. We'll leave you right there, gentlemen. In terms of seniority, who is the boss? He will go last. You are the boss. Okay, let's start with any of you quickly.
Yeah, so let me say thank you.
You got 30 seconds. We're out of time.
Thank you, Kai. Thanks for the opportunity. Let me say thanks to all the callers. We are just encouraging our supporters, our partisans, well-wishers to join us on December 6th.
Okay.
So that we can make the program a grand one. Thank you.
Thank you. Kewu, let's go back to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Ottawa. And let me say kudos to you for this opportunity, to appear on the opposition stations of.
I know people. I know. I mean, this. Go ahead.
And listen to many of the callers. And first of all, we appreciate them for their contribution on the show. I want to say this to our partisans and many well-wishers that the Unity Party is supreme.
The
Unity Party is responsible. They are well organized. So we are calling our partisans to form part of this December 6th exercise. Unity Party.
Who will be there?
Well, everything will be in tight.
Okay.
everything will be intact. So think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia.
Mr. Chairman, let's go over to you.
First, let me give it out to you.
Okay.
For making it possible, I think, for us to sit in the Kuze studio.
The studio is open to any political party. I mean, at least people know now that
to participate into very frank conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I relish what went on today. I think the show is very, very interactive. And let me also give it out to the caller, even though we will see there are some people who had dissenting view. You know, that's the beauty of democracy. You don't find everybody that will come your way. So that's the reason why we have a responsible government in place to ensure that all of the democratic those things that can make a country to be a democratic state, to ensure that all of these things, fall in place. All of these things go on smoothly. So that's why you see the government very responsible. The government is a respecter of people's opinion.
Okay.
We're not put anybody in jail because you have dissenting view against the government. So I encourage all of those who have dissenting view.
Mm-hmm.
They are free to speak their mind. That's the kind of government that we have in power, that very responsible, that respect, that consider ourselves a respecter of citizen opinion.
Okay.
So say thank you to you, thank you to the national chairman for envisioning such a landmark program.
Okay.
So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
More freedom,
Okay, so until we return here next week, Monday, it has been a wonderful, wonderful presentation here on 87.9. My name is Kaim. Bye-bye from our end. It's weekend.